Hi, I'm Josh, and I play guitar and synthesizer.
Hey, I'm Chris. I play drums.
Hi, I'm MC. I sing and play assorted things such as guitar.
And I'm Brad. I play the bass and synthesizer, and we are Dance for the Dying.
Yeah, the band came about. I actually started the band via a Craigslist ad. Fortunate enough to find Josh along the way, and we started kind of hanging out and playing some music together, and picked up the other two via Craigslist as well, and a mutual friend.
Using online resources, internet tools, social media, whatever, it's kind of been a learning curve with us, but it's definitely a really valuable tool. Not only have we discovered that we're reaching fans abroad that we're not able to actually make it out to physically yet, but it really creates rapport with our fans. They like knowing that they can reach out to us and we'll actually respond to them directly. Just like a personal kind of adage to it, but it also makes our music really accessible. We found out that some people have biases as to, you know, they want to download music, but they don't like downloading from one source. They prefer to download from a source that seems more indie. So like, for example, Bandcamp. Like finding every single social tool that we can use, whether it's Twitter or Facebook or Bandcamp or, you know, Amazon, like whatever we can use. We've kind of tried to incorporate ourselves in every one of those because you never know which one people are going to find you through. Actually, Last.fm, funny thing, when I do I'm going to call it research. When I look up who's hashtagged us on Twitter or whatever, frequently it's their Last.fm listens. So, you know, it's really interesting to see like the other two bands that are ranking in their top 3 at the time, to see like who our listeners are listening to other than us. So it's a really awesome resource. As far as getting feedback on what people are listening to from us, I recently saw that Kitty Fight Song was pretty much like our top track, which is interesting because it's our earliest song, I think, that we currently have available for people to hear, and it doesn't necessarily reflect on the type of music that we're really playing. It's a little bit darker, and it does kind of have that throwback feeling to it a little bit. We do kind of have a little bit of a retro vibe to us.
The retro stuff probably comes from influence. You know, like we're all influenced by, you know, late 80s, early to mid 90s, like, you know, goth and pop stuff. So it's just natural that it's gonna come through in what we do. We're all individually influenced by a lot of different stuff, but there seems to be a common thread through some of those, you know, types of bands.
We didn't all come together at the same time. Like the band kind of built in little steps, and we write collaboratively. So the way that our songs have progressed, originally, like Kitty Fight Song, for example, was the original structure for it was mostly Josh and Chris, and then, you know, everyone else put in their parts. But it was we weren't used to each other's writing styles yet. We weren't really even used to each other's personalities yet. So with the new recordings, I guess we've gotten more used to working together. We've gotten more used to writing collaboratively. We know each other's song styles a little bit better. And also, all of us kind of double up on instruments. So there are 3 synths in the band. There's also electric drum pads. And so like Josh alternates between guitar and synth, and Brad alternates between bass and synth. And I think we really took more advantage of that instrumentation in the new set of songs. So there is still kind of that dark edge to them, but there's a lot more of the synth coming through in the new ones, and I think that's what makes it a little bit brighter sounding.
The new EP that just came out October 2nd and is awesome, according to Josh, is called Puzzles for the Traveler. You can find it, of course, through all the media online outlets, through danceforthedying.com and Amazon.com, or come to a show, yeah, get it directly from us. But really, I feel like it's the evolution of what this band has been up to this point. We have some new music that's coming out right now, even as we release the album. We have some new stuff that we're really, really excited about, but up to this point, those were the 5 songs that we captured that really represent what it is that we are into representing as a band right now. So it's been received really well thus far. Hopefully everybody out there likes it.
So this is the second time we've released an EP, and usually we have more songs to work with, But we have a limited amount of time, we have a limited budget, and we really want to represent ourselves the best we can. So we whittle it down to the top 5 songs that we think are going to really show off what we're doing. So it just happened that the 5 songs that came about this time on Puzzles for the Traveler, when played beginning to end, they are the life cycle of a relationship. So it goes from the excitement of having a new crush, meeting someone new, just like having that like really effervescent, bubbly energy, to like the contentment, like the just feeling good being together, part of the relationship, to the kind of like stagnation, discontent, and then like the kind of like giving up, like don't, you know, and then finally the resolution, the reflection, it's gone, but you know, that's what it was. You're not really mad or anything. It's just like looking back on it. So wasn't supposed to have a theme, but what it ended up being was basically reflecting on a relationship. The first single off of our new release is Mannequin. It's the first track off of the new release, and Mannequin is the song that represents the brand new feeling of just that excitement about like meeting someone new and just having all that like energy that you don't even know what to do with it. So there you are. You wanna wear their clothes and dress like pose like a mannequin, because that's not creepy. It's impressive.
Hey, we're Dance for the Dying. Look for us at Last.fm.